One of my experiences busking is that people ask me a lot of questions, and I won't answer them. I'm a very strict living statue, but today I'm going to answer them in this video. One of the reasons that I love busking is that it's a profession. It's a job that you can do, but the most important part of that job, if you know you're doing it well, it means that you're entertaining people, making them happy. You're out there in the world being kind and creating something that's magic, and I like that. There's a thing that I try not to do, which is to scare people, and sometimes you really get close. You almost scare someone, but they experience it as a surprise and amazement, and I like kind of skirting that boundary. I like when people really believe that I'm a statue, and when I move and they jump and then they smile and laugh and talk to their friends about it. There's a thing that I've noticed in working at the Forks. I know a lot of different performers at the Forks, and they're all really talented people, musicians and magicians. And one of the things that I'm offering that's different is that my performance is about silence, and it's about stillness. And in the world we live in, those things are really rare, and I'm proud to offer them as a cultural piece to what's happening at the Forks. There's events at the Forks that are soundful, that are full of music and full of motion, and I can stand with those and not pull away from them. So I have something that complements those kinds of things. They feel like I'm there for them, which I am. I'm there for every individual that I meet, and I try to make that something special. One of my favorite things about performing is when people believe that I'm a statue. I work very hard to make my costume perfect and to make my stance still. And the payoff for that is when people really buy into the illusion. One of the ways that I like to communicate with people is to use like crude sign language, because I know not everyone can speak sign language. So one of the things I do is I say thank you by tipping my hat, and I go like this when I want a high five, and people can read that whether they've learned sign language or not. You can show a lot. You can show gratitude, and you can show that you care, and you can show that you're a trustworthy person, all through body language, and I've gotten really good at that. If I was to count the number of costumes that I have, I can certainly name a collection of colors. I've got gold and silver and white. I had a red costume for a while, but within each of those colors, I can do probably 3 or 4 variations. So really, I probably have, if I was digging, 10 costumes in those colors that I found are the best for crowds. I get a couple questions pretty often. People ask me how long it takes to get my makeup on and how long it takes to take it off, and I can tell you it takes about an hour when everything is said and done. The makeup is designed to be waterproof, so it's very hard to wash off, and also fairly hard to apply. So when you see me there, I've already been working at least an hour. When it comes to ages, I can't describe one that does better than another. I can tell you that I've had tiny babies that couldn't have been more than a couple of weeks old in my hands, and I've had people who were very old come by, and it seems like anybody experiences that magic on their own level. And I think that's a really fun thing, that there isn't an age that's the right age to appreciate a performance like I'm doing. This year is going to be a great year to be a living statue at the Forks.